Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bitter Reds. I am, of course, joined by my brilliant co-host Adam Quinn at Thumbledino. How are you, my friend? I hope you're all well.
Fantastic, man. I am on cloud nine. Arsenal
Well,
fans in the mud, United fans, just unbelievable. It's an unbelievable time to be a Man United fan right now. I'm going to be honest, it really is. Because I didn't expect this. I didn't expect United to do what they're doing right now, going back to back wins against City
no,
and Arsenal. But
like,
it's
I
beautiful, and just to see Arsenal fans' tears is mesmerising.
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
to be
How
fair,
are
I
you,
don't.
Morley?
I'm fine. I'm fine. In terms of football, I'm alienated with football completely. I can't really be arsed whatsoever. Um, uh, but look, first of all, to anybody watching or listening, um, apologies, haven't had an episode the last couple of weeks. There was always going to be a bit of a lull around the Christmas and the New Year. Adam being abroad as well, availability not working for both of us. But yeah, we're happy to be back for the new year. First and foremost, and yeah, obviously, well, I kind of say a lot has changed since what maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago since our last episode, but you know, like in terms of a Liverpool's perspective, I don't think much has changed, but obviously, as you mentioned there and at the um at the start there, uh, in terms of United, obviously a lot has changed. Not just the last two results, but obviously Ruben Amorim being sacked and Michael Carrick now coming into the job, and all of a sudden, in the space of a couple of weeks, Manchester United season being properly revitalised.
Yeah, it's been a crazy last couple of weeks. Well, I'd say last couple of weeks, probably the last month or so. When Amron got sacked, I was happy to an extent because look, he was just not good enough for Manchester United. Let's be real. But then when I heard that Michael Carrick, oh no, when I actually heard that Fletcher was coming in for the next couple of games, then my head was on Mars. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Then we drew with Burnley, lost to Brighton, went out of the FA Cup, no trophies for Man United this season. I was just so angry. I really was. And then the news came in about Carrick coming in. I wasn't hopeful. There was a massive movement in terms of Ineos and Glazers out, and there still is. There's going to be a protest for the Fulham game, and I hope thousands are there. And we need to get these guys out of the club regardless. But what Michael Carrick has done in these last 2 weeks has been not short of remarkable. The football that we've played in the last two games is Manchester United. It is attacking DNA, aggressive intensity, passion for the shirt, putting the body on the line, scoring quality goals. I mean, the two goals against City were pure Manchester United, especially the first goal, pure counter attack. It was beautiful to watch. And then you look at the game on Sunday against Arsenal. I was confident that we would get a result. I didn't think we would score three goals at the Emirates, but the goals we scored were just fantastic. It was another brilliant performance. And yeah, it's just and just to see Arsenal fans cry,
I know.
oh, it is beautiful, man. It really is. And for
Yeah,
us to put a dent in their title hopes,
100%.
I really hope they don't win the league. They don't
Oh,
deserve
me
it.
too.
They
Me
don't
too. But
deserve it.
but I think what is the main thing Carrick has brought back there? He's brought back heart, and as you mentioned there, passion, and obviously I think those words maybe get overused in football at times, or maybe even sport, but they are still very very important. I think like I said, like I'm looking at this from our perspective, and what I'm saying is that, uh, look, in terms of our manager, I believe should not be there for quite a long time now. People would always throw back the question, well, look, who are you going to replace him with? Who is actually better out there to bring in? Obviously, for most of this season, there hasn't been somebody ready-made available. Now there is with Alonso. It makes it even more infuriating that he's not in the job. But I've been looking at that, what's happened with United from our perspective, and saying that even when there wasn't somebody maybe per se there, ready-made, better to come, available to replace the current manager. I was even mentioned the likes of Steven Gerrard or somebody like that, an interim manager or something like, or something. Somebody comes in who gets the club, and somebody said it. A fellow Liverpool fan, mate of mine, said to me after that United game at the weekend, and I was saying, well, United were really good again today, and you can see, the players care. The players care again. The players are playing for Carrick, and it's just one of those things. Is that Carrick? You bring in somebody who gets the club. He lifts the mood, and you can see that massively in these last two Manchester United performances. That performance against City, I think, was the best I've seen Manchester United for a very, very long time. And
100%.
it was. And even though I felt, you know what? Look, you look at what happened to City against Bodo. Look, I think City, for the last couple of seasons, on certain days especially, they're really there to be got at. But to do that against Arsenal as well, the quality of goals, as you mentioned. And you know what? You deserved it. You fully deserved it.
Yeah.
And I was, even as a Liverpool fan, I was actually sad when Mourinho scored that shitty, fucking, absolute, negative, anti-football, disgusting, poisonous equaliser.
Shocking.
I was sad. I was happy United won that game. Football won. Football won. Football won. Yeah.
When you look at the way the game panned out, like the first 30 minutes, Arsenal were on top. They had United pinned back, and Arsenal were actually playing okay. But then when they scored, they literally shat the bed. Like they literally shat the bed. And then Man United took full control when they got the equaliser. And even into the second half, when Dargo got that goal, I still thought United were in full control. I didn't actually feel threatened by Arsenal whatsoever in that second half. And then, as you said, they got that disgraceful equaliser. And then we showed how football should be played in the third goal. The combination play from Bruno, Menu and Cunha to drive forward with his ball carrying them, boom, slap it bottom right. It was just perfect. It really was. I wouldn't have wanted the game to end any other way. It was just beautiful. Yeah. And they fucking deserve it. Because they're shit. And if they win the league, they will be the worst Premier League champions ever. They're fucking shit, man. Seriously.
Absolutely. And look, it was a goal fitting of winning any game. And I said to you...
so good. Even the celebration.
It was brilliant. I love that. Like, fucking dance.
It's our dance floor. It's our dance floor.
Bro, dance on those freaks. They fucking deserve it. Put it, like, shove it in their fucking faces. They deserve every single fucking bit of it for all the shit that they fucking chat. Arteta and his gang of absolute anti-football, literally the end of the fucking sport, fucking wankers. That's what they are. They deserve every bit of it. And as I said there, football won. And look, like, you look at Arsenal's 2 goals. That's a big game at home. You have a chance to go back to being 7 points clear at the top of the league. And, like, as you said there was never a time in that game, apart from maybe the first 30 minutes, where you were like, do you know what? Arsenal looked like the much better team. Or Arsenal looked like the team who are top the league here and are going to win the league easy. Even in that first 30 minutes, they got this shitty own goal, like, lucky.
That was a shocking goal as well.
It was, but they were never like there was never a time in that game at home, by the way, where they were really, really like creating loads of chances or really had United pinned back under the cosh or whatever, had them hanging on. Like, and then you look at the difference in goals, you look at the difference in styles of play, like Manchester United, who actually have quality going forward, Arsenal, who have absolutely none, by the way. They just depend.
Do you see the stats?
Yeah, genuinely. Like, I mean, look, you have a manager who literally sets up his team to defend. At worst, get a draw. And if it's a case where we might lose, well, let's make sure we get a draw. That's what they did against Liverpool, by the way, not long ago. Sat back the second half, and we're absolutely fucking shit. Like, I mean, so like and then in terms of going forward, their forwards are so shit so that they depend on set pieces, depend on their big guys to do something from these set pieces. And then maybe a fluke to happen from some certain attack or whatever. You look at their 2 goals. You look at those compared to Manchester United goals, who are trying to win the game, who are trying to do something going forward. Like, I mean...
That's actually what I was going to say. I was like,
it was the best possible result for football. And like, look, every single time, and I know Arsenal fans won't accept it or whatever, but every single time they play like that, as they've been doing for so long now under their like poisonous manager. Like, look, you deserve nothing. You deserve absolutely nothing, and they certainly don't deserve to win the fucking league.
Absolutely. Like, I genuinely think we won't see worse champions than them if they win the league. The fact they're only on 50 points as well nearly the start of February now. I know it's not February yet, but it's nearly the start of February and they're only on 50 points. Do you know, it's shit from their perspective. But like as you said there, like they have plan A and plan B. Plan A, get the ball out to Saka or Martinelli or Trossard, whoever, and try and get balls to the box. That's what I see from Arsenal, and they try and be direct. Do you know? Plan B, if that doesn't work, set pieces.
Yeah.
That's all they do. That's literally all they do. And that's what they did on Sunday. Whereas Man United were doing combination play, 1-2 touch stuff, trying to play out wide as well with Dorgu and Ahmed, you know, and we were trying to, you know, build up some attacks. Like, we were really, really good going forward, do you know, and playing some proper football. And then we got what we deserved, which was the win, essentially, but scoring some fantastic goals as well. And actually, it's so unfortunate as well because news came out about Dorgu today. He's out for 10 weeks.
I seen that.
Like, when everything is going so well, he's out for 10 weeks. That's a massive loss, by the way. It really is.
He has been, to be fair to him, he has been really, really good lately. You know, he's been excellent. Got that brilliant goal at the weekend, and
it was like I'm not comparing it to him, but it was like Gareth.
it was a brilliant goal. It was a brilliant goal, and I was a bit afraid that when they were looking at the VAR, that it hit his arm, and I was like, they might do something. I was like, they can't. It's like they can't with a goal of that quality, especially. But obviously finished off that nice move against Manchester City, as well. But like, I mean, like genuinely, Arsenal have Arteta has absolutely no plan going forward, does he? Like as you were talking about there, like they have no plan going forward. Like they have nothing. Like fair play to him, he can set up a team with a back four, 2 DMs in midfield, and at the best of times, everybody to sit back when they need it. But he has not a clue how to set up a team going forward to score goals fluently. He can't.
Yeah. He can't even rely on individual quality because they're so shit going forward.
Genuinely. Like, I mean, their forwards are so bad.
Gyokeres, man.
Like, this is a genuine question, by the way. Would you take any of Arsenal's forwards in Manchester United's front line?
No. No. People will say, Saka, no. He is so overrated, so shit. Do you remember we had the chat about him and Mbeumo? People actually thought that Saka would get in ahead of Mbeumo. You see what Mbeumo's doing at the moment? That's a big game player turning up in those games. Where was Starboy? They still call him Starboy, by the way. And he's 24. Where was Starboy on fucking Sunday? Oh, man. None of them get in. That's my attack.
I agree. And I think, like, genuinely, and even in terms of our attack and how bad it's been this season, like, I mean, I'm not sure if I would still take any of them. I don't think any, even Liverpool's attack. Like, you have Wirtz, you've although Cody Gakpo. I was thinking Gakpo. But then I was thinking, do you know what? Like, Rio's a lovely player, and I was thinking, would I take Martinelli over Rio? It's like, no, would I fuck? Martinelli sit on the bench. They have this guy.
Martinelli, is it?
Yeah, Martinelli. They have this guy. And they have this guy Jesus, who's about 30 odd. He's not long back from not long back from a really long injury, and their fucking striker is so bad that they have to keep him on the bench in big games. They forked out all this money for the striker.
Don't criticize him. He made a great clearance against us in the last minute. Do you know what I mean? He did. No,
he did.
He's shit.
You know what? He was saved that it was offside. He was saved that it was offside. Like, if that, like, he was still clown for it, which was funny to see. Like,
well, for throwing.
Yeah. Like, what was he doing? Like, I seen that, there was a video. It was so funny, man. There was a video, of United fans watched the match and they were all celebrating when Gyokeres came onto the pitch. It was fucking brilliant. Like, man, he deserves every single bit of it with that stupid fucking celebration that he does, with the way Arsenal fans talked about him because he scored all these goals in the Portuguese league last season. Like, he deserves every bit of it. He might. Do you know what? He actually might be the worst striker in the Premier League.
He probably is. He genuinely probably is. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, if you're going down near the bottom, like Wolves. Would you take Strand Larson over Gyokeres?
Oh no! Like, I would take Strand Larson every day of the week. Yeah.
Burnley, who? Foster, Who's up front for, like,
Yeah,
Jenny would probably take these strikers over.
Anthony. Uh,
Oh,
who scored against United. I'm not sure if he's a striker, but is he more off the wing? But I'd take him over Gyokeres. Like,
I'd actually take. Oh no, that would be a mad shot actually.
what?
I was. Do you know Burnley's attack of
Yeah.
Anthony? Is it Edwards off the right, and I think Foster. I probably would take them three over their front three at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. Edwards is a baller, lads.
Yeah.
People need to go and watch Burnley at times. Like, he's actually really good. Anthony's good on the ball, and Foster is just a big lump up front. But he scored at the weekend for Burnley. I think he did. Like, I would definitely take them over Arsenal's front three. Like, people who say that's a mad shout, I don't think he is,
No,
because they're that shit.
Oh, they're shocking. He's absolutely shocking. But especially going forward, they're absolutely shocking. But I think now there is, especially like the only bad thing is with this season. Look, obviously Villa had a great win at the weekend away to Newcastle, so they're now on 46 points. So Arsenal now have two teams on behind them two teams behind them in second place, in Manchester City and Villa on 46 points. So there is now, I think, a new hope in which that we can actually see some sort of a title race this season, if one of these teams can actually, go on a run, because they're there to be got at. That's no wins now in 3. That's a loss at home at the Emirates. It's something they completely deserved, a game they completely deserved to lose. Their football is absolutely shocking. Their forwards, as we've mentioned, are not good. They're basically just defense, set pieces, and inshallah. That's basically what they are. That's literally what they are. It's just Arteta is just literally just fucking like he as we already said, he's no plan going forward. He's just literally just fucking defense, set pieces, and just hope for the best. That's all he is. So, like, you're just begging now one of these teams, Manchester City or Villa. Like, you're just begging one of these
Villa.
teams. Come on, like Villa would be perfect, but like you're just saying, lads, if you can just keep winning, just keep getting results. Like, even don't lose or whatever. Like, I mean, if you're gonna have a bad day, get a draw or something like that. Like, these are not good whatsoever. It is the worst Premier League season ever in terms of quality, and they would be the worst champions ever. But it's like, just please, just stay with them. They are bottling it already.
I was even gonna say that as well. Like even from a United perspective, it is the worst Premier League season. Even though we're in top 4, realistically, this Man United team should probably be 9th, like 8th or 9th, with the way things are going. Like, it's just one of those seasons that, you have Villa in the top 4 or in the top 3 going for the title. You have who else? You have like Liverpool doing really bad just after winning the Premier League, but that's down to certain reasons with the manager, and stuff like that, and players not gelling. United doing okay, but starting to play really well right now and could potentially get top 4. Like, but United shouldn't be anywhere near the top 4 in my opinion. Like, they really shouldn't.
Yeah, and we're 6th, but realistically, like, we should be fucking 10th or 11th, really. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a half decent season, we should be 10th or 11th. Like, the fact that we were in the top 4 into this weekend, like, we are so fucking shit. Like, we're so fucking shit. Like,
yeah, how are you feeling about Liverpool at the moment, man?
I just feel completely alienated about the whole thing. I don't look forward to any game. I don't enjoy watching any game. I had some sort of hope against Bournemouth, at least that we would win. Bournemouth were missing like half their starting 11. They lost Semenyo, their best player, only a few weeks ago to Manchester City. They only won 1 out of their last I think it was 13 games going into that, 2.5 months, 1 win, and we lost. I mean, look, Liverpool, it was all Liverpool for the first like 20-30 minutes of the game. Bournemouth's first attack, basically, first proper attack we conceded from. But even that, like, we weren't creating like good chances or whatever. Like, there's no style, there's no nothing. Like, I'm just completely sick of it. The fact that he's still there is just, it's just embarrassing. I'm just so sick of just talking it to death. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Been saying it for months. He should have gone months ago. This season can still be salvaged, especially Alonso being available there. I think that makes the fans even more angry that somebody who is a club legend and would absolutely love to manage the club, that's, all by all the reputable media has said, and look, we all know he would anyway because he loves Liverpool to bits. He even said that when he was managing Real Madrid at a press conference. So it's just infuriating. Like it really is. We shouldn't have to fucking watch it every week. As I said, I do think we can save this season in terms of we can still get Champions League 100% if we change our manager. We can still have some sort of a run in the Champions League and the FA Cup, and then we can kind of build for next season. But there's still no decision over this. He's still there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing as well, Morley. Like, if you look at it from this perspective of, okay, you've accepted the fact that you're probably you're not gonna win the league, or you're not gonna challenge for the league now, obviously, but you look at what United are doing right now. You look at what Chelsea are doing. You look at what maybe who else is there, like Fulham, maybe, teams like that. You look at what they're doing and hitting a bit of form right now. If you don't sack Slot as soon as possible, there might be a chance he don't actually make top four.
Yeah.
Going right now. Now, I'm not saying United are going to keep this up for the whole season. They'll definitely lose games towards the end. But, like, with the way we're playing, like, this could go really bad for Liverpool if they don't sack Slot, And, like, Carragher actually made a really good point, like, last night. This Liverpool team isn't really suited for the Premier League right now, especially with the way Slot has them set up, the way they're playing. They're not really that threatening from set pieces unless Van Dijk maybe gets on the end of it. Like that
before the Bournemouth game, we scored 1 goal from 117 set pieces this season. 1 goal from 117 corners this season. Sorry.
Oh.
Like at least we're not corner fucking FC, and I'm not looking for us to be corner FC. But fuck me, 1 goal from 117.
That is, there you go. That's crazy. Like, I actually think this Liverpool team is more suited to Europe, and, like, you're playing better in the Champions League. Like, you can go and beat a Real Madrid and, beat, like, teams like that, in this competition, beat Inter away and teams like that by playing the way you play in Europe. But, like, I think if he actually sacks Slot right now and gets someone like Alonso, even a Gerrard, like, you look at what United did with Carrick, someone who gets the club, as you said, gets the club, will bring back passion, will lift the fans, lift the spirit. I actually think he'll get them playing really good football as well, Gerrard, because it's Gerrard, and he's probably Liverpool's greatest ever player, arguably, So, like, to even do that, and you could go on a run in the Champions League and potentially get to a semi-final, final, or even go on and win it, Liverpool can do that, but it's going to be very difficult, man. Like, if you don't sack Slot, then you can write that off.
100%.
Like, I even see Liverpool fans saying that they could win the Champions League with Slot. I'm sorry, it won't happen. It definitely won't happen. And you might even get top 4 to get into Champions League next season. So I think Liverpool fans really need to, like, understand that this is not going to change. You went on an unbeaten run, but it was probably the worst unbeaten run you'll ever see in your whole life. Like, it needs to change. Do I see it changing? There's not really anything coming out, is there, at the moment? Unless you've heard stuff. I genuinely haven't heard anything.
There's nothing concrete. Look, I do believe for an awful long time it's only a matter of time. But it still even looks to this point that they're happy until, like, the summer to change it. I really thought last weekend now would have been something huge, in which now Liverpool have fallen to 6th. Champions League qualification and hundreds of millions that goes with it is genuinely in jeopardy going into next season. And then I honestly think, especially with the money that FSG gave this manager last summer, that they would be thinking to themselves, well, do you know what? We are on track to turn in a massive, massive loss here. So you would think then there's going to be some sort of movement. I mean, we have Karabag tomorrow in the Champions League. Like, not even confident against them. Even if we win, fine. Like, who cares? Who cares if we beat Newcastle the weekend? I think Newcastle are shite, by the way. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just, it's...
Is it just acceptance, really?
Do you know what it's like? It's like It's pure acceptance. It's like one of those things when you grow, if you're growing up with a household pet for so many years or whatever, and they're just in terrible health, and it's just inevitable that you are going to have to make that decision, unfortunately, to put them down, but somehow the owners of the football club, are still refusing to actually make that decision, which is absolutely wild.
I find it bizarre.
It
I
is.
really do.
It's absolutely
Especially
crazy.
from them, like.
Yeah, like,
Because like they're gonna, as you said, they're gonna earn a massive loss here. Like
yeah,
if they don't get Champions League, like it's like Liverpool Football Club should be in the Champions League every season. Do you
yeah,
know? I know there was that one season under Klopp where I think you were in the Europa League, was it? I think you were
yeah,
in the Europa, or did you
yeah.
drop down? Oh, you were, yeah, you were in the Europa League.
We
So
were in
like,
the Europa.
yeah, so but like usually Liverpool don't like go into the Europa League, or like fucking you'll never see. I don't think, unless it might happen this season because of how crazy the season's been. Like, but you won't see Liverpool in the Conference League. Do you know? Like,
No,
but if he keep this manager, there could be that possibility of that
yeah,
happening. Do you know?
genuinely. Like,
Because players
like,
are starting to gel as well, like with Verts,
yeah,
and
yeah,
like they're starting to play it well.
100%.
Imagine what I could do under Alonso, like.
I know, like he said there today as well. Like, I mean, just the way he's been talking the last while, it just shows a man who's under massive pressure, who knows he's coming to the end, but it's almost like he doesn't want to accept it himself. Like he said there today about, oh, I know what's acceptable this season because ultimately we've won two titles in 30 years. So he's basically saying, well, look, lads, we don't win a title every year. So seasons we don't, wherever we finished, it's okay. This season, what's happening, it's completely okay. Like, he's just, at this point, I don't know if he's just completely taking a piss, if he's looking at social media and seeing that everybody's against him and he's trying to kind of fight back or rage bait or annoy those people. But look, I think what has been shown this season is last season he's shown, there was that kind of honeymoon period, and he was lucky in the likes of obviously Mohamed Salah, and some other players had all-timer seasons. But I think what you've seen this season, Adam, is that ultimately he's never faced the pressure of a big club, and he's had that this season, and it's just got worse and worse and worse for him because he hasn't a clue. He's never experienced it, and he's shown he's completely out of his depth because he hasn't a clue how to deal with it. He hasn't a clue how to come out the other side of it. But look, I'll
Yeah.
say one thing. I know we were going to talk about replacements, but apart from that, I'll just give you my one. Look, it's Xabi Alonso. And look, all I would say is that if Xabi Alonso is available come the summertime, and he ends up going to another club, if Liverpool end up missing out on Xabi Alonso, if these owners give this manager till the end of the season, and miss out on Xabi Alonso, somebody who is a club legend, as I've mentioned previously, would fit the club like a glove, would fit at the club, he would fit like a glove. His playing style would fit perfectly. He gets the club, as we mentioned earlier, and the fans would instantly love him, and players alike. If Liverpool actually miss out on that opportunity, I think us fans will go absolutely crazy. We will absolutely lose our heads if it comes to a stage that these owners give this manager to the end of the season, and Alonso, because he's not been approached, because he's not been tied down to this job, by then ends up going elsewhere. I think that would literally just, that would
It would
be,
be really bad.
oh, that would be
It would be really
beyond
bad.
that. Out of everything that's happened this season, that would be the worst. That would be
Yeah.
that would be insult to injury, is what that
It
would
would.
be. Because
Yeah.
look, ultimately there's a replacement there now, a very good replacement, a guy who was going to be the man to replace Klopp, but
Yeah.
obviously, look, his affiliation to his home country, Spain, fair enough. Then obviously Slot got the job, but he's there now. If Liverpool don't take,
He's there, like.
yeah, but if Liverpool
He's
don't
literally
take,
there.
genuinely, but if Liverpool don't take that opportunity, like we're
You'd be so foolish,
we
Morley.
yeah, Yeah, if we don't take that opportunity, these owners have to fuck off. It's simple as that. Regardless of how much money they pumped into the club last season, if they don't take that opportunity, then there's no ambition. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. And
I,
we are going to only get worse over the next number of years.
yeah, absolutely, and I agree with every word you said. But I actually don't think there's any ambition right now because when you
No.
look at it right now, they haven't sacked him yet. And like any normal, I actually think Man United, like with the way like if Man United were in charge of Liverpool and saw what was going on, with the amount of money he spent, the players coming in, for big money, off the back of winning the Premier League, like I actually think United would have sacked Slot a lot earlier. Like,
I know.
it's just crazy what's going on, and I saw that as well actually. The quotes coming out from him, ahead of the game against Guarbag. It's ridiculous. It's excuses. It's no
Yeah.
accountability. It's arrogance. Like, and he said, what did he say? He said something about, oh yeah, like, our aim is to win the league, but we've only won it in twice in 30
Twice in
years.
30 years.
Yeah, but, like,
I
he
know.
won it last season. And,
Yeah.
like, the money you spent this season,
Mm,
that's the aim again. The aim is to
exactly.
win fucking everything. Do you know
Yeah.
when you spend that amount of money and the players you brought in? So, I think, yeah, if you don't sack him now, like you never know. Another club could be looking at Xavi Alonso. Do you
Yeah.
know? And Xavi Alonso could be sitting there, no, look, I'll wait for Liverpool, I'll wait. Or he could be like, look, they're not doing anything with Slot
No.
right now, they're not sacking him, so I might take the opportunity elsewhere. Like, you
Yeah.
don't know. And if
Exactly.
you lose out on him, you're in massive trouble.
A
I
hundred
really do.
percent, 100%. Because I believe somebody like Enrique. I believe unless maybe for Manchester
Yeah,
City,
he would.
if Pep was to
He
go,
would.
yeah, I believe. But I believe he is only a realistic possibility for maybe Manchester City with the money that obviously will come with him.
Yeah.
And even if he was up for managing in the Premier League, so Xabi Alonso, but I would have Xabi ahead of Enrique. Not that I'm saying he's a better manager because I
Yeah.
wouldn't say he is yet. I wouldn't say he is at the moment. Like obviously Xabi is still not that far into his managerial career, but in terms of obviously the connection to the club and his status, Xabi Alonso at the club, I just feel like there'd be no other more perfect candidate than him. But I was going to say actually, do you know what could be nice that we should do this? We can do this quickly anyway. What is it? It's 1st of January. It's the 27th of January, 2026. So the last game of the league phase of the Champions League is tomorrow. We've
Yeah.
had the third round of the FA Cup. We're into the semi-final, second leg of the Carabao Cup, and 23 games into the Premier League season. Let's do this quickly. Who is going to win the trophies this season? Tell me: Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup.
Not United anyway. Say, nah, look, Premier League, after that result on Sunday for United against Arsenal, I really don't know, man. I really hope Arsenal don't win it. Like, I really hope they don't. I'm going to go with Man City. I think when Diaz comes back and Guardiola comes back, I don't think they're actually too far from coming back. I think they'll pick up the form and they'll start being consistent, and Arsenal will start being inconsistent like they always do. They'll bottle it. And I actually think Aston Villa could finish ahead of Arsenal as well. I actually think like if Arsenal start going on a bad run, could you imagine that? Could you imagine them finishing third? Oh
Yeah.
man, it'd be mad. Man City, I think will win it though. Um, Carabao Cup. Will I go? Oh no, will I go Champions League next?
Yeah, you can go Premier. Go biggest to smallest. Yeah.
Yeah. So Champions League. Oh, that's tough. That's really really tough. Obviously, I know Arsenal have done really well in the Champions League. To be fair to them. But I'm gonna go Bayern.
Fair.
I'm gonna go Bayern Munich. I think what Harry Kane is doing for Bayern is ridiculous. I think Elise is unbelievable, and they're just a very well organised side playing some very good football. Now look, Barcelona and PSG I think will be up there again. Around the semi-final stages and stuff like that. Maybe even if you sack your manager, then maybe Liverpool could be up there as well. I won't even lie because you see what Liverpool are like in Europe. But I'm gonna go Bayern Munich. FA Cup. Oh, FA Cup. Are Aston Villa still in it? They are. They beat Spurs, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Aston Villa.
Fair.
I think Aston Villa win a trophy under Unai Emery. Finally, I think they will. Carabao Cup. Who's left in that? Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Newcastle. Is it?
Yeah, looks like a City Arsenal final.
I'm gonna go Arsenal. I think they're gonna win a trophy. I do. Unfortunately, I do think they'll win a trophy. They have to win one. If they don't, it's just embarrassing if they don't. Hopefully Chelsea can make a comeback against them though. But what's next? Or is that?
That's all. Yeah, that's
leave it
all.
at that, yeah.
I asked you for. Premier League. I'm going to agree, and I'm going to say Manchester City. I just feel that the signing. Look, I feel like there's a lot of issues still there at Manchester City. But as you've seen there at the weekend, look, I think that'll give a massive boost to Manchester City and Villa, just to know that Arsenal, there's so many issues there. They have a manager who's an absolute loser and players alike. So it's just to be able to put pressure on them. I think that will invigorate those chasers so much, Manchester City and Villa, that result at the weekend. And just how Arsenal play and how poor they actually are from a footballing point of view, that they, you put pressure on them. They are there to be got at in every game that they play against any half-decent team or any half-decent attack. So, but I think the signings of Guéhi, Semenyo are big. I think especially Guéhi at the back. If he can stay fit, then that City defence should become more solidified. Even though Villa, who knows if they can stay in a run, stay thereabouts. Who knows? By the way, how much of a better manager is Unai Emery than Mikel Arteta? Remember when we did that earlier on the season and they were all saying about this is ridiculous or this is rage bait, whatever. Saying that about Emery, like Emery literally like shits all over Mikel Arteta, by the way.
Do people forget how successful Unai Emery is? Like he's so successful. He's won so many trophies.
Yeah, genuinely. He's
so much better.
Yeah, he's won obviously multiple Europa League trophies. I hear you're down the back. He's won obviously multiple Europa League trophies. He's done it now in multiple countries. He's now got Aston Villa this season. Definitely. He's already brought Villa to the Champions League. He's proven himself in Europe time after time. He's proven himself with lesser jobs, lesser clubs,
lesser budget.
Yeah, lesser budget, lesser resources than Mikel Arteta. He last season in the Champions League, they had literally PSG clinging on by a fingernail at Villa Park. This season, he's got them already solidified again. Champions League. They're Aston Villa look the best maybe they ever have in my lifetime. They had fuck all of a budget last summer, could make fuck all signings, and this is what he's doing. Joe, what they'll say though. Joe, what they'll say. Oh, we beat them 4-1. Who cares? It's not 100%. A trophy,
exactly.
And as well, just to add to it, he actually brings style. He actually brings identity. Yeah. He's not defense, set piece and hope for the best. That's not his style. He actually gets his players to express themselves, play decent football. He signs a lot of genuine good footballers. Look at the likes of Morgan Rogers and other players there at Aston Villa. These are really, really good technical footballers to watch. And I always feel like his teams are worth watching as well. He's literally he shits all over somebody like Mikel Arteta. I remember just that video that we made when we were talking about Arteta earlier on the season. Imagine saying that he's even near somebody like Emery. But anyway, genuinely, Emery's the second best manager in the league, isn't he? He's second best manager in the league. Yeah. And he's manager of the season so far this season, hands down.
Yeah. I don't even think Arteta is in top 3 managers. I think Eddie Howe was a better manager than. Oh, I love that. I genuinely think he could be a better manager than Mikel Arteta.
I love that.
Do you know, who else is up there? Okay, well, I don't think Marco Silva's better, but no. They're decent managers, do you know? And Eddie Howe won a trophy more recently with Newcastle than Arteta's done. And that team, listen, great point. Great point. Arteta, the FA Cup he won was with Unai Emery's squad.
Yeah, facts. Facts. Facts.
Come on, like.
And then Arsenal fans will try to talk about how Emery did at Arsenal. That's because he wasn't backed. Just because Arteta
wasn't backed.
Yeah, just because Arteta was at the club beforehand. And they had that kind of some sort of loyalty to him because he obviously played for the club years ago. They decided to back him more and they gave him more time. They gave somebody like Emery absolutely no time. And as well, he came into already an incredibly toxic atmosphere after these wonderful, loyal, fantastic football fans, these Arsenal fans, called for their best manager ever out, literally brought banners to the games and everything. Their best manager ever, by the way, for about a decade. That's how they treated him to make sure that he was eventually got out of the
a guy who like literally, exactly, a guy who literally revolutionised English football for a couple of seasons.
Absolutely.
You know, and went toe to toe with probably arguably the greatest manager of all time in Sir Alex Ferguson. Like, and they give him that shit.
100%.
Like, okay, yeah, he should have been sacked, but man, Jesus, the way they treated him. Honestly,
know.
that fan base is a fucking disgrace. They really
fact.
So what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. So like he came into that after that as well, which was already incredibly toxic. But yeah. Oh, it'd be so funny if Arsenal somehow finished third, but I'm gonna go. That'd be so funny. But I'm gonna go. I'll go say to win the Premier League. For those reasons, hopefully Villa finish second, or obviously hopefully Villa win it. We're all Villa. But yeah, Champions League. Do you know what? I'm thinking two teams. I'm thinking Bayern and I'm thinking Barca. But it's just every time I watch Barca, I don't like. I actually love watching Barca because they're just pure attack. It's just pure chaos. Their line is so advanced, and I was even watching them.
High.
I was even watching them in the Copa del Rey against Racing Santander, and like, oh my god, like I mean, how high they are. Every single, even the attack for the opposition, and Racing Santander, it's as simple as literally a ball in behind, a half decent ball in behind, and a quick forward, and they're in. So like,
I'm not even saying this to be controversial, right? Honest to God, but like, I'm not saying we would win the game, but I think United versus Barcelona would be an unbelievable game.
The thing is, with Barca's high line, it'd be a good game. Any game would be a good game, genuinely. Like, do you know what I mean? Because
literally.
like they can concede goals against anybody because they give so many chances. And look, ultimately, Barca is the case. We need to score more goals. We're gonna give you a few goals, so we need to score more. That's basically it. Like, and I think Flick's a good manager, but I'm surprised that he hasn't walked back slightly. That because ultimately I think it cost them against Inter last year in the Champions League semi-final. Like, I mean that Champions League was definitely there to be in the final anyway. I think PSG would have beaten them, but do you know what I mean? But look, I'm gonna go Bayern. I'm gonna go Bayern as well. I feel like they might be due as well, and I kind of think with the season that we've had, it'd kind of be ironic if Luis Diaz ended up walking away with the Champions League trophy. But look, I wouldn't begrudge him at all. I've nothing against Luis Diaz. He's a good player at the club. But yeah. Anyway, FA Cup. You know, I'll go Carabao Cup first, and I'll go Manchester City as well, just because it's Arsenal. They will be in the final, and they'll bottle us. So they're not going to win any trophies this season. They're not going to win any trophies.
Hopefully. They don't deserve any trophy.
No, facts.
Seriously.
So Manchester City to win the Carabao Cup. Final probably be close wherever Arsenal play their usual defensive shite. Maybe try bring it to penalties. City winning the penalty shooter or something like that. And then FA Cup. FA Cup could be anything, man.
You're mad to say it, aren't you? You're mad to say it. You're mad to say Liverpool.
No, not us. If we brought a new manager, yeah, maybe. But no, FA Cup. I'm just gonna say Chelsea.
Oh,
I don't know, like
Liam Rosenior.
It could be anybody. Like, they obviously had a good win at the weekend, but like, and look, I'm not sure about Rosenior, but Chelsea just are decent in cups, aren't they? They're decent in like,
yeah, they are.
You know, they're kind of just decent in like one-off matches and stuff like that. They can all of a sudden like, kind of turn up. So I'll just go Chelsea. Arsenal finish trophyless, but yeah. Anyway,
I swear to God, if they do, if they
did, it'd be the funniest thing in the world. I swear. But
Mention they
I
finished
think it could
third and
happen.
win no trophies.
Oh God, see no trophy, hear no trophy. Remember, Saka, hear no trophy. I'm not even going to do that stupid shit. Or sorry, there was something like that or something. See
Yeah.
no. Oh no, it was Trossard like that. See no trophy, Saka, hear no trophy, and then Gyokeres, speak no trophy. Like fuck those. I mean, absolute bottlers. Season 4 bottlers coming this season, and it is going to be the best and sweetest yet.
The amount
But
of shit you'll get if they win that league.
the thing is though, like,
They're worst though. They're the worst.
well,
Genuinely.
if they do, the only reason they will is because everybody, because like we've already seen it, we're literally seeing it now. Like it's so bad. But anyway, look,
Yeah.
we'll do quick fire predictions for the weekend. We won't talk too much about these. We'll just go straight through score. You give your score, I give my score, vice versa. First up, Wolves versus Bournemouth, Saturday, 3:00.
Bournemouth 2-0.
That's fair. Yeah, Bournemouth obviously good win against us last week. Deserved it for me in the overall balance of play.
Yeah.
Wolves a bit better recently, but yeah, I'm gonna go Bournemouth 2-1. Brighton at home to Everton, 3:00.
Ooh. 1-0.
I'm gonna go for Brighton to edge a 1-0 win here. Leeds United at home to Arsenal.
Oh. I don't know.
I fancy it, you know.
1-2 Leeds United.
If Leeds win, I swear. I fancy it. I'm not sure about a win, but I genuinely fancy Leeds getting something there. Like Farke has got them playing good now, and like
Ellen Road.
Ellen
3
Road,
o'clock.
tough place to go to. And you know what? Leeds now, every game, they're just tough to beat. Like even that
Yeah.
Everton game yesterday, like they could have won that game. Like Everton had to
They were very good
grind to
first
get a draw. Yeah. So like Leeds are tough to beat. Like obviously we played them twice, didn't beat them. Like, but that's like we're shit, but like still, I'm just saying, like Leeds are tough to beat now. Fair play to Farke. He's really turned it around there, man. From a guy who's never done it in
Yeah.
the Premier League either. I'm gonna say Leeds get a point there, 2-2.
Ooh.
Chelsea versus West Ham, 5:30 on Saturday. West Ham playing better lately. I am going to say Chelsea win this 3-1.
I'm going with a shock result. I'm going 1-0 West Ham.
Oh, if West Ham won that, like, I mean, like, look, there's a long way to go
Yeah.
in the season. They won their last 2 games, 2 good wins.
It's happening.
Like,
It's happening.
but they have, like, they're starting to hit a bit of form, so who knows? Liverpool Newcastle, 8:00 on Saturday.
As bad as you are,
Mm.
and this could actually be a really good game. Both sides are fairly poor, in my opinion. But I do think Liverpool's attacking quality, if they gel together in this game, can definitely break down Newcastle. So I'm gonna go 3-2 Liverpool.
Yeah, fair. To be honest, Newcastle, I don't really rate Newcastle. I don't think they don't look good or playing well at all this season. I just don't know with us at home. Look, I'm gonna say it'll be a few goals as well. I don't know. I'll just go 2-2. You know, I'll go another 2-2.
Fair.
Villa at home to Brentford Sunday at 2:00. I'm going to say Villa win this. But Villa sometimes with these games can be a little bit unpredictable. I'm going to say Villa win this 2-1.
Yeah, Brentford were shocking against Forest. I'm gonna go 3-0 Aston Villa.
Fair. United 2:00 at home to Fulham on Sunday. Like this is the kind of game that United struggles in. But I am going to say
scared.
yeah, but I am going to say United win this. But I'm going to say United win this 2-1. Another 2-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Man United as well. But
Yeah.
I think we'll play a bit poor in this game. I have a feeling. I just think it's that type of game where United might not show up.
Yeah.
And Dargo's injury as well doesn't really help. Now Cunha can play off the left, but again we'll see what happens to that. I'm gonna go 2-1 as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get the win and keep the run going, but it will be tough.
Yeah, it'd be typical for United to drop points in that game. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
And look, United traditionally over the last number of years, even with how poor they've been, they have been good in bigger games, even with poor managers like Amorim, Ten Hag, and that. Can you hear that, by the way?
Yeah.
No. Can you hear? Did you actually hear that notification there on my laptop? Oh, sorry, my PC. Did you hear
Oh,
that?
no.
No, good. Just because, like, I turned it off a while ago, and I don't get why it's coming through now on my headphones. But Forest against Palace, I'm going to say Palace are sliding like fuck. I'm gonna say Forest 1-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 Forest. I think
Fair.
they'll beat them.
Big game Sunday 4:30. Spurs versus Manchester City. Will City be able to crack this Spurs curse? I'm gonna say they will, because Spurs surely in the back of their minds are like, sure, what's losing another game, especially when we need.
What curse is that?
City just can't beat Spurs. City, especially.
Well, they did. They beat them now to beat Arsenal to the title.
They did, but Son gave them this.
He did, to be fair.
Son gave them. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, look, they lost them this season. Like,
Yeah.
like, look, I am gonna say City do enough here, but just though, I'm gonna say, I don't know, a few goals in that, 2-1 again.
I'm going 2-1 Spurs.
I hope you're wrong. And then finally,
I just think it could be a mad game. To be honest.
And then finally, Sunderland, Burnley, Monday, 8:00. I'm gonna say Sunderland win that by a goal, 2-0.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Sweet. Sunderland, the last few results have been sliding a bit as well themselves. So, let's see what happens there. Anyway, thank you very much, Adam. I hope you have enjoyed it as always. It is good to be fully back and starting 2026, my friend.
Absolutely, bro. It's good to be back, like Man United. So, well, we don't know that for sure. But look, it's great to be back, bro, and appreciate everyone that's watching, of course, and everyone that is subscribed. And make sure you subscribe, because we do have big things coming. So, really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to these next couple of weeks, bro.
100%, my friend. As Adam said there, if you're listening on Spotify, please make sure to subscribe to us. Give us a 5-star review if you have enjoyed the listen. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. Leave us a like, leave us a comment, any sort of content that you want to see us do, or anything, topic or whatever you want us to talk about. Also, let us know about that as well. We will be in a studio at some stage this year. We have fully signed pen to paper now with Freeform Media over in Dublin, so we're really looking forward to that. Big shout out to them. And yes, as always, thank you very much, everyone. We will see you next week. Please God, one of these weeks after I finish this podcast, Arne Slot is going to be gone, and I'm going to be all happy the next week, the following week.
Hopefully not. But
cheers, people. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.